Namaste. Very welcome everyone to this Satsang today. I feel in the beginning again I would like to share some basics and which may help uh, anyone, especially those who are new and connecting first time or just have started connecting to my sharings. No? Those who are on YouTube live stream also. Just trying to share that background or that kind of framework which can help in some way in connecting you better to what I'm sharing generally. In the last Saturday, I shared some basics of what is a person and what is the need of satsang and meditation and techniques. Some techniques also were mentioned there. No? Some approaches, understanding. Today, what I want to share is that I don't have a intention to advise anybody, to push anybody that, hey, go towards the awakening or do this something. I don't have that kind of feeling. All I have is that joy of clarity also, which happened a few years back. No, that that beauty of truth being lived also here, and that enables to me to see many things, and I feel that anyone who is confused in the fundamental sense, who is searching for some clarity, some you know mm, freedom also from certain things, certain sense of bondage in the fundamental sense, can be helped if we can have a contemplative conversation, or if you can listen in satsang also. So what need to be done here is not that you just listen for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes and then you declare immediately that, hey, this is not for me. Maybe it is very much for you, but at first it will not look like this, maybe, no? And this is very much happens that when something is for us very much, it repels us also in the beginning. Like we feel repelled by it, like, oh, it's not for me. So let us, I would say, give some chance to it for a few minutes. Even if it doesn't feel so appealing, just give it chance, because maybe the words which I'm sharing are not um, so well, balanced within themselves and composed statement and like this. Vocabulary and English is not so good. But what I'm sharing is truth. And you will be able to feel the truth of these words very soon as you become present here. And that will touch you in some way. Then you may feel inspired. Like there are certain inspirations inside us which are sleeping. There are certain longings inside the heart, in the soul, which are just sleeping. They may, and most probably they will start waking up in satsang as you will give chance to listen. You don't be in a hurry so much to reject that, oh, no, this is not for me. Try, spend some time here. Try to relax here a little bit, in the sense that give it chance to see what happens. And then afterward, it will be much easier to decide that whether this is for me or not. Because what I'm basically sharing is not a particular thing at all. It is just that every one of you have something or the other you are doing with me, discussing some question or something, that I look into this. But I myself don't have a background, like a preparedness of something. I don't have a speech to share. I'm just present here and ready to meet anybody who is interested in any fundamental clarity and any discovery of any fundamental truth. Let's see what we can do. Obviously, I will ask you fundamental questions if you talk to me about anything. Like if you do any contemplative conversation with me, then I will ask you fundamental question. I will try to bring your attention, your mind to the fundamental basics of that topic where you will be discussing with me, like this. Like just a very joyful expression here is that, have any one of you who is going to start the spiritual journey, or who is starting the spiritual journey, have you ever thought about who I am? Just a simple question, not connected to enlightenment, not connected to knowing the truth of who I am, not that I'm going to discover that I'm the self. Right now I'm the person. None of those things. Simple. Have you actually asked that who I am? Without anybody being there at that time. When you were alone, have you asked who I am? When you were alone means when there was no person inside you also. When you were not attending the personal thoughts also that time. Meaning thoughts were there, but you were not attending them. You were not being person that time. You were alone in your house or somewhere, no? Just sitting alone by yourself. Like there is nobody really there. You know that there is nobody there. That time, did you ask who I am? You will be surprised. It will bring a smile on your face. It's not a problem that we are trying to solve through asking the question who I am, for example. All the real spiritual work brings only more clarity, more joy, more true knowing. Always. And if it is not, we have boarded a wrong train actually. We are going in some wrong direction. You know, many times we are living in the assumptions of in the life towards many things, and then we take up the assumptions of enlightenment, awakening, and so on also, without actually understanding what is the place of it, what is the need of it, what exactly I am going to get out of it, no? Or what I am searching for in the first place. Do I need this? So this is what I would like to start with, like this. That I don't really have a kind of a stream where I'm trying to push anybody to, but now more I'm just present here and available. If you want some fundamental discovery of truth within yourself, some fundamental clarity in your mind, some desire to live the joy of your own self, then something can happen between us. But that will be through a conversation or through just listening when I'm sharing in general or talking to somebody. So these are the possibilities here. When I say, I shared three things mainly: true clarity, true joy, true knowing. When I say true clarity, what I simply means is this, what I'm sharing. Like you truly start knowing what things are inside me, what is happening in my life, what I'm doing and why. This is true clarity. It's not connected to spirituality or non-spirituality. It's not connected to social life or spiritual life. It is connected to you, who is living both the lives. No? This is true clarity. It is not spiritual true clarity or social true clarity. No. It is the clarity of that one who is living both the lives, or all type of lives and all type of actions. No. Like why exactly I am doing these things, rather than remaining on a train of continuity, of emotions and feelings and one to another, taking out some time, sitting quietly and asking ourselves some fundamental questions. This brings true clarity, and for that I provide a systematic approach through techniques also, certain techniques, and retreat also I share for this purpose. Not only dedicated to true clarity, but part of that beginning is mostly true clarity also, dedicated few days for that. What is true joy is very simple and kind of mysterious thing in a way. That simple because it is immediately available. Mysterious because mostly we cannot believe it at first. When it is shared, like I'm going to share with you the truth about it, we cannot believe it at first. The truth of true joy is that it is all the time present in the experiencer of everything that you are. We are the experiencer of everything. This true joy is present in the experiencer all the time. It does not stop the experiencer to experience anything else. It only enhances, makes the experiencing more beautiful when we live the true joy in our heart, in the experiencer, while experiencing anything and everything. So it is not either or. It's not either or. But by living the true joy of our own heart, in our own being, our own wisdom starts waking up. We start becoming more wise as individual. We are able to actually understand life better and utilize the opportunity of being human much better, much more, or to the fullest actually, at some point. What is true knowing is nothing but the depth of the same thing. That now that we have started living the taste of our own being in the form of true joy, let us also go a little deeper in this exploration, that what is this myself who tastes like joy? What is this myself who is tasting like joy? This is where true knowing begins. No? When we still continue experiencing the joy, because there is no way you can avoid experiencing the joy of your being once you start. No? But you are not focusing on it primarily. Now your focus is on more knowing, like what is this joy and who I am who is experiencing it. No? From where this joy is coming. This is where true knowing begins. So these things are so simple but fundamental and impactful in our life. They can kind of shatter completely that model of disharmony and a sense of disturbance that we feel continuously in our life. And it can bring back that harmony which is original in every heart and provided by the source. Like every soul inherits this, the harmony. Every soul inherits harmony from the Supreme Soul. No? It's just that it has to unlock it and use it. This is that treasure given to us. Every soul is given the treasure by the Supreme, but we just don't open it up. We remain limited to the mind, from where we have learnt everything about ourselves and everybody else from others, you know, like as a person, like this. So thank you. That's all I wanted to say in the beginning. Everyone, again, very welcome. Deepa, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
So this question, who I am, as per my understanding, who am I and who am I not are so interrelated, like parallelly going together. Can you say more about this one?
Yeah, it is correct. When we say who I am, if we are saying this only intellectually, then obviously what we are feeling in our heart right now, what is the state of the body right now, how who we are, who is the seer of everything, does not need to be included in this, right? It is just intellectual. No? Intellectual is just a small portion of the whole of ourselves. No? But if we are serious now, then no, not just intellectual. I really want to feel who I am. So when we really want to feel who I am, then who is feeling in the heart, who is feeling the breath, who is feeling the body has to be included in this also. And in that, what happens is that when we are feeling the body, feeling the breath, feeling the joy in the heart, we have an impression about ourselves, which we are not. And it will be highlighted now that, hey, I am not this. Why I was believing I am this? No. So this is how, when we are living the truth of who we are, trying to know the truth of who we are, asking the question, who I am is also going to highlight who or what I am not, what we are not. No? This is how it works actually, truly, when we truly do, not just intellectually. No? Initially, self-inquiry may be intellectual only. So it is very correct actually. You're like you understand. I feel you are very correctly understanding it. No? Like try to understand past in this case in relation to self image or self definition, like how we define ourselves based on the past or based on the present. When we define ourselves based on the past, this is what it means to be a person, the false self. And we have been living as that for a long time, that when we start questioning who I am, initially that comes, that okay, I am this, which is found to be based on the past. And we are able to sense that no, it's not true really. It's not true right now. It was true and it has been accepted by me as truth for now and tomorrow. But it's not really true in the alive manner as I am, who is a questioning. No? And slowly the self-definition based on the past is found to be not true, one by one, like this. Then only the self-definition based on the present, who I am right now, is found to be the only truth that is known to us and true. No? And this further highlights our subtle attachments or impressions that we have in the soul about who we are. And then we become free from them also. I'm not this even. Like initially we may feel that I am a seer. You know? or one experiencer of everything, I'm one seer of everything, I'm one perceiver of, like, but there is some identity included in this also. And then it is highlighted that no, I'm not even this. Mano buddhi ankar chittani naham. You know, meaning I'm not any of these things. This is what um, Adi Shankaracharya is saying. No? It is just felt, it feels like this, but we should not stop. We are going to come to that point one day where we are in our purest state of being and we can simply not define who we are. But we can very clearly define who or what we are not. Meaning what is not mixed with our essence. We are mixed with it. When we are living in the form, we are mixed with it. But it is not included in our essence when we come to our essence to ask the question or to live the truth. So we are mixed with this body. But this body is not found when we are living our essence in the soul, when we are questioning who I am. Then it is found I am not this body actually. In this way I am not this body. You see. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham. Shivoham. Chidananda Rupa. Like is eternal bliss. No? This eternal bliss is our nature. No? Truth is our nature. We are not something, we are truth. Every one of us is truth. We just have to uncover it. So please say anything else if you feel. Are we going in the right direction as you wanted it to go?
Yes, definitely. And I guess I am also understanding what you were trying to convey here. And it's like we have been living in imaginary world, doing things in imaginary world, suffering in imaginary world, and calling it a life altogether. So yeah, like
Uh,
it's
you know, that's the reason that awakening happens slowly, or generally that awakening that happens slowly is good. It doesn't disturb us so much. Because if, just imagine now, if awakening happens suddenly, then the scene will be almost like Neo in this Matrix movie. Like, you will feel like throwing up, like, oh my God, like it's just, whole of it is false, You will, oh my God, whole of it is false, not part of it, no? Yes, it is actually. Like we have just not met the real life yet, you know, before we wake up. We just have not met the life yet before we wake up. It's a much bigger impact, or blow to the whole establishment of person than we think. No? So it's good that we slowly wake up. No? That's why true clarity is that slowly waking up, meaning not slow in the sense of speed, but breaking it down into 2, 3 levels, like waking up at the level of mind first. So good, good. Thank you, thank you. It's nice.
you are definitely on point when you say the slow is the right process. And the reason is that if it's not slow, you will not understand how it is happening, why it is happening, and what it is trying to show you altogether. Because it, we have collected a lot of stuff, so we have to layer by layer unfold it, not like to flower it all together. Even the rose petals, let's say, not like I'm I can say lotus, but yeah, rose petals also take, flowering one by one, not just instantly. Then only magic happens. So yeah.
In this, I would say that it is not same for everybody. So what happens is that soul is doing two things parallelly, even when living as a person. Soul is imagining itself to be a person and imagining everything that exists seen through the eyes of a person also. You see? And then living that reality. While actually it is touched by the reality, underlying reality from the truth of who we are also. So from the person state, the soul is living the personal life, life seen from the eyes of a person. From the true state of soul, even if not awake, still soul is living the reality, underlying reality of that same personal life or life seen through the eyes of a person. And as a result, what happens is that at some point, somehow soul feels I'm done. That's from where the sense of urgency comes in the soul. Very thirsty. Soul feels very thirsty. I don't want to go through steps. I want to jump onto something quickly and immediately. And then this, what you're saying, will not happen. When this sense of urgency is not there, which is a nice thing, by the way, that you are waking up early. Like you are able to sense before it is crucial for you to wake up. It has become important for you even now. It's a very good thing. I feel like at the right time you are able to leave things before they become bitter. Like when they are still sweet. You have started spitting your chewing gum. No, that no, I will not continue chewing it anymore. So it's a very nice thing, but it happens sometime. When we say sense of urgency, basically means all the dreams, all the bright dreams have turned into night. This is what it means. Like all the hopes of the soul, not in terms of planning an actual event of life, but in terms of how it feels, how the soul feels about it. They kind of soul feel, I don't want anything out of this whole thing. I want something radically different, and that radically different is knowing the truth of who we are, waking up, living the truth. And its roar is totally radically different. That's why awakening is not really in continuation with anything that we have been doing so far. It is a complete discontinuity from it in a way. It's a complete new beginning. No? Like everything will be learnt slowly by the soul again. Everything. Yeah. And this can be gradual, and generally it will be gradual. Awakening is not gradual. Reaching to awakening and settling into awakening can be gradual. No? Like this. So I just wanted to add this little bit here. Your approach and your timing is totally perfect, and just enjoy. No?
Thank you. I guess you were right in saying about the gradual part in terms of unfolding things. Yeah, like it takes some time to even realize that okay, something has happened, and then things start shifting altogether. But then again, it's a continuous journey, and I guess the old version feels like it's so old. Like you've like I feel new every day, and I feel that if I look back, it's gone for so long time. Like it happened so long time ago. It feels like that, and it's not even been like a long time. If you look at the months
Yes, yes, yes.
per se, yeah. So yeah.
It depends on our state actually. State in the sense that state or the kind of what we feel about it, like how much more fresh life we want. The more soul wakes up, the more it wants fresh life. No? The less it wants that, the more it looks like long time back it happened. So yes, yes, it's nice, that's nice. Hmm. It's very very good. And one day I feel you will be also fortunate enough to even feel that anything you say about yourself looks like old. No? You will just not say anything about yourself. You will just be and live yourself. No? Because there will be no possibility for expressing this purity that you will be, that truth, no? That timeless. No? Like literally every one of us is that timeless beauty, no? In a divine sense, no? Not of the body, but of the Lord. No? Every soul is the beauty of the light of the Lord, actually. No? From the place of the seer that you are, when you will be very settled in the place of your being and looking at time, you will feel nothing is happening here. Only when you will mix with the body mind, then you will start sensing something is happening. When you will go more in the details of the mind for the practical region also, then you will go in the details of what is happening, and then you will get a perspective even of an individual also, that and when the soul goes to sleep in this perspective of the individual, that's where a person is born. The false self is born. Individual perspective is not creating the self. It doesn't need the self. Practical life does not need the self. It just needs the activity, perfection of activity. A name that we can give to, we do give to ourselves, our parents also give to ourselves. A form which we already have in the form of body. Certain characteristics which are already there. So a self is not necessary here. That self is born only when the soul goes to sleep. No, you see, and then backward now, one step backward. Not involved with the practical life, just seeing that it is there. One step further, deeper, like this, not like this. Like zooming out. One more step of zooming out. Then there is no practical life. There is just life. From seen from this individual, individual. One step further, zooming out. There is only time and timeless. No? And in something is happening in time, and there is no detailing of it. It's just like a ocean. Not particularly something is happening. What is happening today? Nothing particular. It's just life moving, like ocean moving, no? And timeless is just looking at it. So different things you are going to experience in different times. It was the inspiration in me to bring it up here and let it be shared, no? So I shared. Thank you.
Thank you so much. One more thing. I also understood why we have veil of forgetting when we are born of our past life. So it's an opportunity for every soul to awaken and then start the journey.
We can say like this maybe. Different ways of looking the same thing at the same thing. Like I will look at it differently, you will look at it differently. But definitely there is a purpose here. Like for example, our physical body, brain, our individual mind is very small, meaning its capacity is not so much. It's not so strong that it can handle two perspective of two different lifetimes at the same time. No? It will just mess it up so big time. No? I mean, we are not able to handle even one lifetime's events of one lifetime. We are so suffering from them, our childhood trauma and many other things like this, isn't it? Can you imagine that we have some trauma coming from past life also? And there we don't even have a clear picture of who did what and what to do about it now. The trauma coming from our childhood, we can go through some therapy and there are still some people alive and we can talk to them and do something. But in that case, that's why everything is reduced to a seed form in a way, in the mind. Everything from the past is reduced to seed form in the mind only. And that can be released in the seed form only. It doesn't need to be turned into actual pictures and videos. No? This is the thing to be understood. And if we try, if we open this bundle, that let this process, that let every seed be turned into a picture and video, it's going to be really very disturbing experience for a long time. You know. And it happens when we wake up. That's why we need to be very alert to not touch anything that is happening inside us when we are waking up. Like we need to actually prepare ourselves before awakening to not touch anything that is happening inside us. Otherwise, it's going to be a horrible homecoming. We will come home still, but after a lot of horrible, experiences. That's the reason that I used to say in the past also to some, which I could sense that they are reaching there now, that keep in touch with truth. Keep in touch with truth. This is what I meant. So thank you. Thank you. It's good.
This horrible phase I have faced in the past. I have been there. So
Oh, so,
I get it what you are trying to
so then, then,
say.
then remain very alert now because these things can come in cycles also actually. Like one cycle finished and now maybe other is coming. So be very alert. Then no, this time I'm not going to touch anything because you touch, you open that file in a way into your consciousness. No, it's like this. Don't touch. It's like I don't have any hands, or even if they are hands like this. Like very beautiful pointings Guruji have shared. One of them is that even when you feel like all the beings are hugging you, holding you from inside, don't hold anything. It's like I'm not going to touch anything from inside. This is one of the most powerful pointings for this also. Like from my side, I'm not going to hold anything. This is I feel truly true detachment. This is true detachment really. Fundamental detachment. Like let everything hug me, hold me, trying to crush me, but I'll just from inside not touch anything. And all of this will be reduced to the minimum impact in us, minimum experience. It will just very quickly disappear. It is true, by the way. And I always share Prabhat Suddhi like a process, understanding, understanding to process all the energies every day in the morning, so that we have the minimum, you know, residues of anything that happened, which will keep the space of consciousness more clean in a way and more spacious. We will feel more spacious also every day. Like yeah. So good. Remain alert, please. Thank you.
Yeah, Prabhat Sudhi is very helpful. I do it every day, and yes, it creates a huge impact. It does.
Yeah. I mean, as a in the long term, we will notice it if we are healthy. If we have gone through like something you said that I have gone through this, you will notice immediately. Like, oh, my quality of my day is changing, becoming better. Immediately you will notice that. Yeah. Which is a big attainment really, because you are more stable, more happy as a whole. Yeah. More strong also. Good. Thank you.
And yes, you rightly pointed out, like just to look at the thumbnail, and because I have been through that experience, I have explored the data and the files, so I know, okay, with the thumbnail, okay, this is coming. So I don't have to touch it in a way. So yeah. Though it took me a lot of time, and not just me, but it created a lot of bitter experience outside of me, and people outside of me have also, been part of this ruckus in a way.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't want to create that mess again, definitely. Thank you so much for highlighting this. Thank
Uh,
you.
this is also very important that while we are going through the process of awakening or clarity or coming to the truth and joy of our being, that we don't, you know, create disharmonious life. And even if we have in the first place, we try to remove it, like change it to harmonious life, like this. And which is possible. And I'm very happy that you saw it and you kind of gone through it, and now you are seeing that no, I don't want to get into it again. No. Like the more we live from the harmony of our own heart, from our own true joy, the more harmonious life will begin from here. Doesn't matter how was life, and I'm obviously not advising anybody to how to deal with events of life, but I'm more talking about the state from where we meet and do what is necessary. That state, if can be harmonious, it will emit that harmony, that joy into everything, and will try to color. It will start coloring everything around us into that harmonious way, and even people start responding accordingly. If not everybody, most actually, most people, because they are also having that kind of need and desire for being harmonious. They are also troubled by this continuous disharmony. Like when we go to mountains, for example, almost everybody feels quieter, at least for some time, and then they talk a little bit. Like something connects immediately inside. Everyone, normal people, not spiritual people, because everyone is a soul. Everyone has this need of silence and joy, and space in a way, like a freedom from this kind of disharmonious vibrations of daily life. No. So yes, yes, very good. Please continue and create your own bubble in a way, your own aura in a way, your own presence in a way, and everything will become more and more harmonious in it. No, thank you.
Thank you so much for the joy of clarity.
Thank you, thank you. God bless you. Anna, you can talk now.
Thank you. It is not far from everything we have been speaking always, but it's been burning for a few days now because the way how I got to it was by facing the fatigue, like the tiredness, like a fog and the fatigue of the brain, which is like, it was like a fake tiredness, yeah. So through facing that, or through like working a little bit with that, I came to see one thing which has been, it was bugging me somewhere in the background, but not really. So I wanted to have clarity, because I feel it is important if I'm just like always finding something more important to speak about. Which is when you say it, and Guruji says it also, like seeing your life on the screen, seeing everything on screen. And I never had that feeling, yes? So I don't know what that means. Because if we speak about Samagrita, if we speak about the deepest experiences that I ever had, like in the presence of a master, or like of the most beautiful experience of the self, like when the soul sits kind of like in its space and so on. For me, it does not feel like seeing life on the screen. And if we could please, if you can say something about it and maybe correct my seeing, because it is more like receiving, and by doing that, being one and not seeing things on the screen. At the same time, I can still see the things that I'm still identified with, like, and fear and some things like attachments and so on. And that would lead to a second question, but please, we can, if you can say something about this.
I can only share about my from my understanding about it. No, I cannot really say what Guruji mean by it. No, our mind has a lot of possibilities which we have not explored yet. For example, first of all, because seeing basically is the capacity of mind. It is not the capacity of the heart. Heart does not see; it feels, it experiences. Now, this is how I define. So there are three possibilities to meet life. One is seeing, one is feeling or living, another is being. Like seeing a tree, feeling a tree, and actually being a tree in a way. So we can see a tree from our mind, we can feel the tree from the heart, we can be that tree from the place of our own being. If we just sit in the place of our own being for sufficient amount of time until that we have started experiencing our own existence peacefully, clearly, not running away, not like a fleeting experience, but more constantly experiencing it. Then when we look at physically, physically when we look at the tree, then we are actually able to experience the existence of the tree also, in the way we are experiencing our own existence, like a direct method from existence to existence, from the existence of the experiencer to the experience of the from the existence of the experiencer to the existence of the experience, directly like this the portion of life appearing as the experiencer, directly connecting to the portion of life which is being experienced. There is a affinity, there is a love, there is a connectedness and sense of oneness here. Then the second point where we feel life, not really one with it, not one with the tree, but able to feel the tree much more deeply, while we still remain as a separate experiencer from it. And the first point is where we see. So the seeing part is where we are mostly spending time. So this seeing part or mind part is where thinking is actually nothing but a form of seeing only. Like seeing ourselves separate from everything, or let's say when you see a tree, that time actually we are that pure ultimate seer who can see everything in one go, like as if life on the screen. But we are too focused, like too zoomed in. If we can zoom out more and more and more, then we don't generally we don't really turn towards who we are when we zoom out. No, we just still remain looking out. That time there is a possibility that whole of our life will be on the screen of our seeing. So this is one possibility, like a more sober actual experience of the same thinker, doer, who has been focusing on individual tasks and now is not focusing so much, more more like this, zoomed out and just sitting and just seeing. When you just see, what actually you see is life, whole of your life on one screen. This is one possibility, which is the possibility of the mind. There is another possibility, which is the possibility of what we call the second bird. That second bird is that which can actually see the whole of individual life on the screen, like this. These are the two places I feel. No? Because this second bird is never mixed with this life, this individual's life. So that this individual's life is in front of it all the time anyway, in one sense. Not that the second bird is interested in looking at it, by the way, this is the problem. The second bird is not interested in looking at it as a whole also, maybe, like this. So that's why I'm saying I'm not certain that what is the context of it, but these are the possibilities I see. Basically, we need to be free from portions of this same life for some time. Because these portions, when we are too much attached to them, are coloring our capacity of seeing, they have altered our capacity of seeing. That's why we are called biased in a way. We are preoccupied by something when we are looking, and we need to come to the purity of our own self, own seer, and then see more purely. This is what it means. Like as if it is somebody else's life, you will be able to see it, even from the mind. It is possible, even for some time, not every day, but few minutes you will be able to see that. But it will require a certain balance. Just seeing meditation practice also provides this possibility. But we cannot hold this for a long time, really, because to hold this view, you need to be a mix of impersonal seer while still you are a little bit personal about it, or attached to it, or interested in it. No? This is the thing. Because this view disappears completely, is not there at all, if you are very rooted in the impersonal seer. And this view cannot be seen as a whole if you are too much zoomed in. So there is something in the middle which can be attained for a few seconds or few minutes, like this. But I think it means something else. Its purpose has to be something else, no? Not just for fun, let's see. When I say if you can become one seer of everything that you see, that time actually whole of your life is in front of you, even if you see or not. No? When you know truly that I am the one seer of everything that I see, doesn't matter whether everything is on the screen or not, but now you know everything is seen and I am the seer, no? Isn't it? Like something has broken, like a hypnosis has been, like identification has been broken now, This is what I mean. So please say anything if you feel.
Well, so it's okay just to, because for me Samagrita is the totality, is just the way, which is, I can explain a little bit like how I do it, and then you correct please if that is not correct, because I was never going for this screen thing, and that's why I asked, because maybe like if I'm avoiding something, yeah. So the best is if I just don't listen to anything that is offered.
What do you do?
If I just don't listen to anything that is offered by mind, yeah, like if the seeing is very clear, or I don't know how else to say it, like if the person is not looking or speaking or is in a role, if just the pure just the being does. I don't know how better to express it. Yeah, like if I can see it more like going like this, and then I retract to the point where there's just something looking, speaking, doing. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but from this, another question or seeing came, which is, it retracts to the point of still seeing other as different bodies, like just different souls in different bodies, except for the Master, so for the Lord embodied. There something happens, which is partially fear, partially like you don't go there, something like that, like forbidden, not forbidden, but like impossible or something like that. I don't know how better to say it. And at the same time, a yearning which expresses itself, and I'm sorry because I don't know how better to express it, but not in a romantic way, but in a way of like seeing that perfect partner somehow, like, which of course never happens in my life because it's impossible. But this is how it plays, so it is still something that is seen in the mirror. And everything else is easy to, if I'm concentrated and if I'm not tired, then it's easy to live this totality. Just the attention has to be repeat it all the time, that like, no, recede. Thank you.
It's so beautiful actually what you were saying. I enjoyed so deeply. I lived so deeply what you were saying, no? Especially that part of the embodiment of Lord in the form of Master, no? You said like this? So beautiful. I just want to say one thing here about you said that I come like this, retract myself from that engaged state of my being to more disengaged and present state of my being, and then from here I do. So this state and the samagrata. Let us try to. There is a very magical thing about samagrata here, and I'll try to put it as simply as possible. So what is happening in us that we are too engaged with the body mind now that we have started experiencing ourselves as the body mind and totally forgetting that we are living in the body mind. So first result of samagrata totality happens is that we start sensing ourselves as what you are saying. In that kind of presence, I'm more like a presence of something who is in the body mind and functioning from here, like the sense of being. And that time, our actions may be not so complete in a way and not so passionate in a way, or intensity is maybe less that time because we are trying to avoid being personal or personally engaged that time when we are doing something like this. But there is a magic here. If you can increase the totality, then not only this is going to save you from engaging personally with the life event, it is going to maintain that sense of being in you. Not only this, not only these two things, something more than this. Intensity will come now, more intensity in what we are doing. Like this is where we feel that you are an individual and a soul, a presence at the same time. Like you are fully into what you are doing and fully out of it at the same time. Like you're fully into the action, you're playing the role, talking, understanding what other is saying, responding correctly to the even emotions and everything in a way. Not personal so much, but you are more like empty in a way, empty of being a person now at this moment. And soul can so well, interact and like this. So this is something that is very magical about samagrata. Like the whole of the soul. Samagrata simply means whole of the soul is doing what the soul is doing right now. It's just pure beauty, first of all, pure joy, pure bliss, pure peace. And there is no preferences here in a way. There is no bias here. That no, like, oh, I should do like this, I should not do like this. Of course, there is a mind here which is being used for taking care that things should be done in a standard way, not in a weird way or something. No, all of that is being meant. Basically, the whole of the body mind is being used by the one self that we are at this point. The samagrata can bring the soul to its totality, to its oneness. No, very simply, and that is the real magic of life. This is that magic I'm talking about. And here you will just simply become free from, person and opposite of that also, whatever it is, opposite of that also, the problems of the person and the solutions that we seek as a person also of that. Sometimes we call it enlightenment, sometimes we call it awakening, sometimes we call it bliss, sometimes we call it something else. Like you will become free from this whole spectrum, out of the whole thing into the truth of who you are and the practicality of life. Body, mind is here, action is taking place. It's a magical, magical thing. And a new life begins from here, by the way. It's a brand new life. Life where it is very ordinary from one sense, from when seen from the outside, and it is brand new all the time for you. All the time, it's 100% brand new life for you all the time. There is no old life anymore because life was never old. It was the old self looking at the same fresh life, new fresh life, and finding it's old, like this. One sense. So, thank you. I think this is something I want to add here. Do you want to see everything? Do you want to live everything, or do you want to be everything? In Samagrata, you will be everything. No? That's how you will do everything well. So in Samagrata, you are the body, you are the mind, you are the thoughts, you are the feelings, you are actions, you are sensations and everything. And you are none of them also. No? This is the thing. So it is the Samagrata of Samagrata, or completion of Samagrata, where you will experience like this. In the beginning, already you start getting a lot of very good results. No? Like right now, try. Don't discard your thoughts, your feelings, anything. Just don't discard anything. Don't run away anywhere. Don't try to go anywhere. If you go, you will become divided. Let this moment as it is, what we are doing, discussing, talking. Let us be more simply and actually present here. First, we will come out of mind. Then we will come out of something else also. That something else is the sense of presence, sense of being. Then we will come to this sense of pure being, that is like emptiness, that is like nothingness. No? And this one, here you don't feel that there is something more to it. You don't feel like now. Now you don't feel that there is more to it. You feel no, there is no more to it. It's complete, absolute completeness within itself. Absolute completeness. You know, there is a sense here. So do you see what happens? You are the truth, you are the pure being, and you as if go to sleep in some way. You stop living the purity and truth of who you are. Samagrata is the way to live that absoluteness, the purity and the truth of who you are. Samagrata is not just to make our life better. It is for that also. You know, life better in the sense of better actions, better responses to life. So, seer, thinker, experiencer, doer, decision maker, being, everything is one thing only. It is the being only. It is just dividing itself into different ways and defining itself based on that divisions when it knows that I am one. This is that what I am talking about right now. I am one and there is only one here. Body, mind, thoughts, feelings, actions, everything is one thing only. There are not many things. And this is pure bliss, this is pure beauty, this is pure truth. This is that darshan of life, of truth. No? Where nothing is hidden in a way. No? Everything is clear now. No? Everything is in you and you are in everything. You know, like this is what it means. This is actually what is oneness with life. This is what is oneness merging with life again. No? Like you have again discovered that I am life, living life. So these are the possibilities of this practice. No? But everybody find out where you are. Anna, what do you feel? Anything else? Please talk if something is not clear.
It is very clear and it is very possible, very beautiful to be lived with you in every satsang. Just this tiredness or like this fatigue, which I was talking about, like this fogginess has to be somehow.
I want to talk about it.
Go through. Yes. Mm-hmm.
This I want to talk because it is something very practical. When it is there inside us, we don't notice actually. It results in, it creates feelings inside us, which are not original to the soul. Like it creates those feelings which are opposite of true joy. And because it is so mixed with us, we don't notice that it is something alien, something not original to us. We feel this is my feeling, meaning I am feeling sad right now. Yeah. And It is okay to feel sadness, but not at the cost of not feeling the joy which is original in the soul. No? Feel the joy which is original in the soul and then feel sadness also. It's all right. Sadness will come and will go. Joy will remain. No? So something has to be done about it, because it is not only just creating the negative feelings, it is creating the fog, as you said very correctly, like such a foggy situation where it's not just clear to us who we are, where we are, what exactly is going on and what we are doing. No? And this can be removed so much more easily than we think. What I call Prabhat Shuddhi basically is for removing this fatigue. This fatigue is in the soul actually, not really just in the energies. No? Like soul has not rested deeply for a long time, and energies also have not rested deeply because soul did not let them rest. When has not rested, soul is restless. When soul is restless, soul keep doing strange things from the disharmonious state of the restlessness, and that is transferred and kind of comes out in the energies also. So soul need to deeply rest, like soul need to deeply rest, which is meditation. Deeply rest, not sleeping. Sleep is not able to cover it up. No, not sleeping, just sitting. And recently I was talking that I think Uma was talking or something that she brought it up that about this Vishram. What is the importance of this Vishram? Vishram means just resting, resting, not meditation. This is not meditation. Resting, just sitting. Like you let energies do what they are doing right now. Of course, not actions, but just movement inside. But you're just not doing anything. Like consciously, we have decided to rest. It can be so rejuvenating for the soul. You will feel like, my God, after so many thousands of years, I am resting like this. And this is going to increase our possibilities of meditation also, the depth of meditation also. Because that time, soul is not resting. Soul is actually much more active in a way, but not doing anything. So in this state, what will happen is that in this deep resting, you are letting yourself fall into yourself in one sense. Not falling anywhere, just resting, basically, just here. As a result, what will happen is that you, the soul, will catch very deep rest, rejuvenated. You will feel rejuvenated. And the portion of you which is also stuck with the energies will fall back into you. Like your attention also will get refreshed in a way, like will catch a break from continuous stress. Because when the attention is continuously out of you, it creates a stress. That stress will also be released now. You know. You'll feel like, oh, wow, that's kind of nice. Not looking at something all the time, not looking at the mind all the time. Just here. Eyes are not closed, eyes are not open, just here. Like, half, eyes are half closed and half open, like this. This is a very, very deep resting for the soul and for the attention also. So these are the two things which will go in a way, go in, relax in a way. Rest of the energies will need to be kind of cleaned up in a way, because there are a lot of energy which are just rotating because of disharmony present inside us. Because we were remaining in that restless state. Now that we are coming in the restful state, those energies or that way of flowing of energy need to change also. And Prabhat Shuddhi, for example, can help a lot in this. Just flushing out whatever is not yours, whatever is not fitting well in this restful, harmonious way. But this fatigue that you are talking about is very important, and it's a very common problem in many seekers, and we just don't notice it. And it builds up, and it creates a sense of certain spiritual states inside us, and we think that they are real states. They are not real state at all. They're just totally no, any real state of the of spiritual state of the or real state of the soul actually always comes with true joy and true knowing. Always true joy and true knowing. This is that light of truth which feels like joy. Also, when you taste this light of truth, it tastes like joy. When you look at it, you start knowing the truth. When you meet it, you start knowing the truth. It is the same light of truth. When we taste it, like when you don't want to look at it, when you don't feel it, you just taste it. It tastes like joy. So this is why we need to be alert about it also. This kind of fog, when mixed with the soul, creates the impression that I'm spiritually growing. Not really. We are just becoming little bit, have become little bit free from ego state, that tight state of the ego, but not that we have become free now. And many people are stuck in this kind of foggy state also, thinking that this is some kind of spiritual, something valuable for the spiritual evolution or awakening. Not really. Good that you noticed it. You need to be very light, very alive, very healthy in every possible way. Like very alive, very. I think alive is the right vital, like full of vitality and full of life in a way. Not like dull, like I am sitting in myself. Not like really like this. But more light is like a beauty coming out of you in a way, like this. Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes, yes.
Please. And excuse my incompetentness in expressing it, but this is how I came to this, because of this going through the fatigue and seeing this in the mirror, which is like the only time I get rest is when I'm not running after a master or like running after some experience of, I don't know, again, being able to rest at master's feet, and this is such a
I'm not
like
understanding the context, that I'm listening
Yes.
to the words, but I did not understand the meaning of it.
Yes. So what I was saying before that the master, or like this embodiment of the Lord, this is still, which is something that is in the mirror, and it looks like something which I'm trying to reach, but at the same time, when I am in that presence, there is something very loud and not allowing this rest, what you're saying. Like sometimes yes, but most of the times not. And at the same time, it's the same reason why this fatigue comes, this not being able to completely rest in myself, because there is this running after this person, or not person, but this perfect
form.
being. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, this form.
Yeah.
And this is where, yeah.
See, in this one point I want to
Yeah.
highlight is that this running after this guru, this form, is actually very useful, in the sense that it is highlighting something in you. If you run behind this form as a person, then you will feel that heaviness, that I'm not able to run. But if you become total, samagra in this running, then you will start noticing that there are things inside me which are not really myself. And they will start becoming detached from you, or you will start becoming free from them. And those things are which are creating heaviness. So it's a method of life to wake you up, to make you free from what you are not. No? But it is very direct actually, like very super fast. No, it doesn't take so long. No? So everything which feels heavy is being highlighted as what you are not. Like this presence of Guru is showing you in some way what you are and what you are not. Let go of what you are not. Come with me, behind me, as who you are only. Like this. And then you will feel more excited and more nourished also by the presence of the Guru. Very nourished. Soul feels very nourished by the presence of the Guru. But the tiredness will be highlighted. It is true. And also ego will be highlighted. Like our mixing of the soul with the energies. So it's very sweet, something very, very sweet what you say. No? Thank you. I don't feel that there is any higher method than the Guru, faster method than the Guru for awakening. But it is too fast for most of the people. That's why it is all right to go slow and learn the technique and do the practices and everything. It's totally fine. But as you will become more awake, your thirst will also wake up more, and then you will feel, I want faster. It's urgent for me now. Because truth cannot be taught, truth cannot be learned. And yet something has to be done about it. That something is what I call satsang, basically. It's not really learning. There is nobody teaching truth here. And truth is not being learned by somebody called the student or the disciple, no? No, something else. Something which is still something to be done about it, and not that we can really do it. But together it happens by the grace of Guru, by the grace of God, it happens here. Something very uh, like that which does not do anything. Its presence start waking us up to the truth of who we are in a way. And it start highlighting our attachments also. It's something very like a catalyst, like a catalytic agent. Like one light start like as soon as the uh, unlit lamp comes in sync in resonance with the lamp which is lit, then the light moves and transferred from the lit lamp to the unlit lamp. No? Awakening happens like this actually. It's not done by any of the two, but there is a value for truth. And the unlit lamp has absolute value for truth. And it knows that this is the best place for me. Satsang is the best place for me. It knows that, no? Like I have done everything or understood in some way that they are not going to give me that which I need. And I am getting that every moment when I am here. So awakening is in one sense not a sudden process. It already started when you started liking truth, liking satsang. When you started liking the presence of the Guru. Already it started. Just correcting. Now letting go of the old more and more and more. It's just about that. Letting go not like removing something from inside us or from our life. Just soul internally becoming free more. For itself, for truth. Like this. That's beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. There are two messages also. Let me read them. Oh, Deepa, na Deepa. Deepa, that time you wrote, it's like you are completely moving with life, not moving against it. Yes, Deepa, it is like this actually. Like why we are moving against life? Because of a point of view we hold as an individual person. And that individual person has its own point of view, its own life, its own things to protect. And then if suddenly rain happens, our cloth which we were drying outside will get wet and we have to save them. No? It cannot be now that rain cannot be allowed there. No, I mean in practical sense it will never be allowed. But if we take it as an analogy, then So yes, and there is a beauty of it, and it is allowed. The individual is allowed to be individual also in life. No, that's why it happens. No, but then as long as it is sweet, that being individual is a sweet. There is a sweetness in it. It is like enjoying a chewing gum. No, when it starts becoming bitter, when it loses its sweetness, it's time to finish. No? And that is what is happening. That what we call suffering in life is nothing but that transition period between the sweetness has ended in the person. Now life wants to become the life again. And I want to experience that bliss again, or completion again, oneness again, effortlessness again. And that has not happened yet. And different degrees of this thirst that I want to go back home, I want to go back to my previous original state, and has not reached. That period is what we can call spiritual journey or journey of the soul, or like this. So thank you. It's very, very good. Thank you. Then Anna also wrote something. Anna, you wrote that I have this experience like Anna of fog, fatigue, heaviness. Like Anna of fog, fatigue, heaviness. It is very, very unusual for me. I am able to disidentify and function at a good level 24 hours. Deep rest and meditation that you are telling, Anna, is exactly what I need to hear. Thank you, Ji. I am feeling already better. How nice. Because this is something we very often experience. But we just don't know how to detach myself from it or how to make myself empty of it. And oftentimes we feel that it is part of spiritual awakening or spiritual experiencing or growth or something like this. We feel like this. Not really. It happens most often, most commonly, but doesn't need to happen. It doesn't need to happen like this. We can empty it very easily. So that there are 2 points of it. One, you, the soul, rest as deeply as you can. Resting, not sleeping. Resting, not meditating. Only resting. Like life is here, you are conscious of life, just absolutely not doing anything with anything now. Like really not doing anything. There is such a joy in this, such a rest in this. Like an unburdening of sense of responsibility or sense of heaviness towards everything, all of that just. Like this is where the life is meeting life inside you. It is where the soul that we are is meeting the supreme inside. The pure, like once it is the individual soul meeting the one soul inside. No, it's like this. And another thing is, uh, what we can call something to move our energies in such a way that they become more flexible. Like making them more flexible so that anything stuck in between can be flushed out. Because that anything which is stuck is what is creating that heaviness, that laziness, that fatigue also. Like life is not able to flow more. If life can flow through our body mind more than it is flowing right now, then the life flow itself is pure aliveness and does not give space for any heaviness to happen inside us. Like a child, no? You remember, like a child, we were so much flowing continuously. Like we can experience like this also now. If we remove these obstacles, there are obstacles like a blood clot or something inside has happened, and that has to be removed continuously, so that the life from inside can start flowing again. So beautiful it is actually also. So this is another part of it. Thank you. Very, very good. Thank you.
Namaste, beloved. I really want to thank Deepa and Anna, for this beautiful questioning and the talk that happened. When I raised my hand, I think you already covered, that part when you said it's about, this consciousness which is half open and half closed. So I remember you talking to me about, the Shiva consciousness of half open and half closed. And it still resonates. And I never got it, what it is. The understanding of the mind is, yet, the living of it that you're sharing now. It is such a joy to be living it with you and just having a glimpse of it, when it happens without me being present. And something that I really is that I want to check with you when you talk about vigilance is, when experience is happening that could be like wow experiences, because there is a certain depth, there's a certain silence, and still surrendering it and not, trying to hold on that it happened to Ekta, and not being personal about these experiences. So there is a certain sense of vigilance. Is that the right approach, to not hold on, to just keep surrendering it?
It is fine, but there are better ways to deal with it. That is focus on the truth of who you are more. Like rather than fighting with the addiction, let us focus on the new life, life, healthier option of the same addiction. No? That's my point. So generally we are trying to struggle, we are struggling with our habit of getting caught up in the experiences, which is as a person fine. But once you have started living the truth of who you are, even if little bit, now you have actually new option opened up for you. Focus on that more. That's what I'm saying. And that will take care of most of the things. Because why we need to be vigilant? Mainly because we are living something other than the essence of who we are also, all the time, body, mind, everything. Especially in the practical life, we are continuously living the body, mind, and responding through it. No? So that is okay. But especially when we are living spiritual experiences, they are very deceiving. They are able to create the sense of the self. They are able to create the sense of being, sense of presence, but only for some time. The experiencer remains after the experience, but the experience goes away. Be alert about it, for example. In this way, remain alert. Not that I will not be caught up in it. There is no need to be caught up in it. Nobody can be caught up in any experience. The experience is just going away. It is just something like a firework that happens, isn't it? Be aware of it as it is. Be aware of yourself when you are here, looking at it. There is no way you can be caught up in the experience. We get caught up in the memory of the experience. The experience does not remain after the experience. So how we can be caught up in it, no? You see. So that's why I'm saying focus on yourself more. This will take care of this. This will show you that experience does not stay. What is the way that I'm able to be caught up in it? No, we are interested in something similar. We want more of such a experience and then we get caught up in the activity of trying to experience the same thing. That is what maybe we are calling I'm caught up in the experience. No? Nobody can be caught up in an experience because experience does not survive in time. It happens and disappears. Experience is like a movement of the same consciousness arranged in such a way that it creates a certain experience, to the experiencer who is present. But then does not survive. It just like a wave comes and goes. No? You see? So, but best is to focus on yourself. Then you don't have to focus on anything. Because to be able to focus on yourself, you will need all the vigilance of this world anyway. Like no vigilance left for anything anyway. No? And that focusing on ourselves will create a safeguard also around. Like when you can experience yourself, for example, so easily you can see the temporariness of experiences and you lose interest in them also. Like, yeah, it's nice, but even before I decide whether it is nice or not, it is already gone. So the best option is to wake up to the truth of who you are, to live the taste of your own being. It's like going to reset the whole thing in a way. No? when you will fall in love with the permanent, permanent tasting of the permanent, no? And it is always there. You come tomorrow, it's still there. You come after 1 hour, 2 hour, again it's still there, no? And that makes you feel so happy, like wow, this is always here. And those things, I'm not even certain whether they happened or not, you know. Like there's no guarantee of any experience that happened, because experience is not really generally declared by the pure being. It is more declared by the certain state of the being. And it is more like a declaration that it happened. Are you sure it is happening like this? Those who are sitting in their being, they say nothing is happening. No. Why they say like this? You see? So just the different positions of the same experiencer, same being, is deciding what is happening or what is not. No. Like this.
You also spoke about, the significance of the Guru and God. So, we had coined a word, it's called, when we say GPS. GPS. Um, so it was, just I would say that it's Guru positioning system or God positioning
Oh, how
system.
beautiful. Guru
And,
positioning system. Oh, how nice.
and I feel there is so much rest in this, this Visram that you and I were speaking about. Um, I feel there is so much beauty to see as well. It just, so I just want to thank you for this GPS.
Thank you, thank you. It's nice, very nice. Thank you. Uh, just to make my point a little bit, keep my points a little bit clear, I want to share that I love the word guru and more than any other word, but I totally don't like the misuse of this word by most of the people. When they don't even understand what is the meaning of it, they don't understand the impact of it, the power of it, and they use it. That I don't like really. I feel this is not really appropriate to use like this. You know, Guru is a explanation or expression of the soul. A soul is saying that, hey, you are my Guru, when already recognizing itself as a soul and the soul or supreme soul in the Guru, no? That I need guidance. Meaning I know I am, but I need guidance now, no? Like this. So that's why I feel for me Guru is a different thing. That's why I don't really actually support these kind of expressions like this, which you are saying, for example. Because the most important thing in spirituality is being sincere. Sincere or not being casual or not taking it for granted, for example. Like this. And which is very common. It happens to everybody. It's not like so much individual mistakes, but it happens. So mm, rather than supporting the idea of the word guru, I support the effectiveness between the two souls, even if we don't call them, even if one does not call the other guru. No? You see what I'm saying? Let's focus on the effectiveness. Like, is it working? Let us ensure the work that it works. This is my point of view. Thank you. Yes, good. Because the ego is trying to find a place to sleep. And one of the best place to sleep is the disciple, that I am the disciple. I don't have to do anything now. You have no idea what a disciple is if you think that I don't have to do anything now. Maybe you don't have to do anything, but the fire will do everything, no? Like being a disciple means you have jumped into fire by yourself, by your own choice. You decided to jump into the divine fire of the truth, no? Yes, you will not do anything, but the fire will do, no? Yeah. So this is a very different story or thing for me. Thank you.
David, I remember that last year when, we were in Rishikesh uh, during,
It
and
was
then
very nice. No?
and then I said, I feel there was a declaration that I said, that I'm ready to jump in the fire, and I just jumped. I feel that maybe somewhere, you answered to that prayer because it's just been burning. Just want to thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's very, very beautiful. It is very beautiful. It is the grace of my Guru that we are, opening up and to the truth. As a person, we may have many fears and confusions and restrictions and reservations towards the truth. But in reality, all we have to lose as a person is the fears, not anything else. The confusions, not anything else. Those reservations only, nothing else. And all we have to gain is this beauty of life, where we don't have to maintain things. They are being maintained by life. No? This is that Vishram that you feel one day. That my God, life is maintaining life. Let me just enjoy a cup of tea. No? You see? But what both Anna was talking about, this fatigue will be felt. It is like a leftover of ego, remember? It's like a leftover, like a toll, like a cost of being in the ego has been left, and you need to remove it also. Remember this. So that your body mind can be prepared for this light of truth, for this being that you are, no? You see? Like this. So this is also very important, to clean the house, continuously clean the house. Make it more alive in a way, more free from dead cells. There are dead cells everywhere. Too much dead cells than we think. We were living in the mind only when we were asleep. Now you the soul will live in the whole of the body mind, no? Everywhere, no? And then you will notice, my God, I have a basement. I did not know that there is a basement. Unconscious mind is the basement, no? Of the soul in the body. Oh my God. What all is there? Wear the mask, no? Wear the mask when you open the door. Like this. Don't touch anything means what? Don't touch anything means so many things may come out of this unconscious when you open like this. Don't touch anything. They will not touch you if you don't touch them. Really, it is like this. But we are so habitual of touching things. Touching one thing is like touching one bee, honey bee. You think you are touching only one honey bee? No, you are touching the whole group. No, this is what happens. So just be alert, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Then further, Anna, you wrote also one more thing, I think. G, the fog has lifted and the exhaustion is disappearing. Just like that. Thank you. Thank you. It's our love that we work together like this, no? That results like this, that my Lord, my Guru also comes to help us here, Like when we are sincere, we are like children, no? We don't know, we don't have strength so much. But when we put all of our strength, when we sacrifice all of our goodies, all of our candies, no? Then the parent also, the Lord also comes, no? To help that. Oh, they need help. I can help them, But I mean, like this I feel happens when we work together. No? We don't have strength, but the Lord has. But when we are sincere, total, like I'm just totally going to try, then the Lord comes and helps us. That is what does magic here. Every time you have noticed, no? This is that magic that happens. It is not our magic. This is not in our capacity. It is higher. It is from the higher level of consciousness than where we are that something is done. But it is a result or response of our sincerity also, no? So thank you for being sincerely present, and thank you, Ji. So Komal, you can talk now.
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste, Ji.
Yeah, again, I don't really have the words, but I just wanted to come in front of you, and there's just this feeling of, thank you, and there's just this gladness, and it almost feels like you need to be, show yourself to appreciate what's being offered as well. That you, it's your duty to come up and say, thank you so much to life, to everything, that we're getting all of this a beautiful sharing together. So yeah, just wanted to come in front of you for that. And apart from that, any guidance that you think is necessary, then I'm open towards it.
There was somebody who was asking that, what is the best advice for life? The guy said, keep breathing, keep breathing. No? This is the best advice to live. No? And I feel the best advice for you, the soul, is that you remain here. No? Don't forget yourself. Like we forget ourselves when we don't remain here. And when we forget ourselves, then we don't remain here also. There is a correlation. We need to understand the whole model of it. How we disappear, where we disappear, exactly, what happens to us. No? So understand that and don't do that. We need to understand that really, how we get caught up in the mind, in that model, that dreaming. No? Like basically we start dreaming about everything, totally fine. You will not lose who you are. The moment we dream about who we are, then that's the biggest possibility where we will lose ourselves. Because this time, because we are dreaming about, just think right now that if you start dreaming about yourself, you will have to be personally, individually involved, isn't it? Now you cannot just partially imagine about everything and still you know who you are. No? So this self-dreaming is what is the most crucial part of sleep in the soul, and it is also important when waking up. So just simply do not dream or imagine about yourself. Doesn't matter about what you are imagining, what you are thinking is totally fine. Always freshly check, and keep checking also, by the way, every day. Keep checking also few times a day. Okay, now let's see what I am. Like I'm more like something which is here, no? Here. Hey, I'm something which is here. It's like a space. I have some capacity to think, understand, you know. And again keep checking. No? And this will ensure that you will not go to the self dream, dreaming about yourself. If you are not dreaming about yourself, all other dreams are not really going to go so deep. They will be all right. They are like more playful activity of dreaming about things, and slowly they will lose their power or influence also. As you will fall, as you will develop taste for reality, as we will develop taste for tasting the reality, then we will not be interested in imagining about reality also, about dreaming about it also. Because dreaming is not really playful in one sense. It is more a substitute for living the reality. Once you start living the original, the substitute is not necessary. No? Like this. But just avoid imagining about yourself, dreaming about yourself. So good. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajee.
हाँ. Yeah, you can talk.
Rajee, we have a question from somebody who's watching us on YouTube, from Prasad.
From Prashant?
Prasad.
हाँ.
Thank you for providing the opportunity to join live satsang, he is writing. I have a question. I can see that I can't flow freely and enjoy the life the way it is. It's like often getting caught up with some mechanical pattern that keeps repeating, but so hard to be a witness. He's
So hard to be a witness.
a witness. He's giving 2 examples. First example, when angry, it feels like as if I am the anger, and being a witness seems like impossible. Second example, simple issues disrupt the flow of life, making me unhappy and wonder why life is this way and not different.
Actually, the answer of this is not really going to be as simple as the question is. Because there is no direct answer of this question in a one-to-one manner. However, the answer is much simpler than we think, actually. The answer is that if you live the truth of who you are, you will not need to be a witness. First of all. So when we are living the truth of who we are actually life, which very nicely flows with life. And it flows with life not the way we think as a person, that how it should flow. It flows the way it needs to flow. When there is some blockage, some anger happening that time life will not try to skip or ignore or suppress the anger, but life would like to be present here to see the origin of the anger and what is the best thing that can be done here. So the flowing with life includes this also. It's not that it's just about being witness. No? However, when we are living the truth of who we are flowing with life as life, but we are witness also of that life which is flowing with life at the same time, without any additional effort. So this is the point, that there is a witness which is present all the time, which can be discovered or which can be revealed in a way, which is revealed in us in a way when we start living the truth of who we are. Like we need to live the totality of who we are in one sense, like we have to come to in some way to live the completeness of who we are. Right now we are not living the completeness of who we are. We are living only partially ourselves. We are living ourselves partially only. Like when we are thinking, that time if we are not aware, then we are living as the thinking. When we are aware, then we are more living as a thinker, or like a distribution of ourselves between how much I am the thinker and how much thinking is separate from me. However, thinking and thinker both are one thing only. They are also life only. Like this, we are continuously dividing ourselves. No? When we completely think, like we think in samagrata, in totality, then neither there is a thinking nor there is a thinker separate from it. It's one thing which is happening from the soul that we are. And slowly we will come to that realization of who we are in this manner. And we will feel so happy that's amazing. I can deal with life as wholeness, totality of myself, while a element of witnessing remains actually in me. And the core awareness, what we call mool chetana, that core awareness, fundamental awareness remains always present. That second word always remains. However, the first word can be now allowed to kind of come back to its reality or live its truth of the presence. So this is my answer, that we don't need to do any of these things really. We just need to know and live who we are. Because in this way, what Prasad you are saying, in this way, if you try, you are going to divide yourself more. Part of you, as necessary, will be rushing towards the place where anger is happening or something else misaligned, and part of you will be trying, like pulling yourself, stretching yourself to be the witness, like this. And that's going to create so much stress also. And it's not necessary like this. It could be part of a spiritual practice or something, that is a different story. But in the reality of it, it's not necessary. Just knowing the truth of who we are is more than enough for covering up the whole thing, this whole thing. So thank you. Mila, you want to say something?
Yes, thank you so much. Rajee, sometimes you share about totality, and I would like to explore it more. Can you share more how to be much more total in what I'm doing? I mean, in daily life activity, in meditation, in the spiritual life. So, how to be more total? How to, yeah.
I think for that we will have to understand, like there are two levels of totality. There's a totality in the sense of horizontal, like we are in a horizontal level, we are scattered, and we can bring ourselves together, like crystallize ourselves at that horizontal level, like we are doing many things at the same time, while actually not doing anything well. Versus we do one thing at a time, but do it so well that whole of ourselves can be present and involved in it. No? So this is one level where totality can shine or can improve itself in a way. No? Then there is another level, which we will have to understand what is like for which we will have to understand our true nature, like true nature. So our true nature is not something which is trying to go somewhere right now or come here or remain as the true self or become the true self or unbecome the false self. It is not doing any of those things. It is just remaining in its true state. Our true self is just remaining in its true state. No? Once we start living the true nature of our own self, we start opening up for a higher possibility of totality, which is living the true nature of everything also. Like true nature of body, true nature of mind. Because mind also has a higher possibility of the true mind, natural mind, no? Like this, than this personal mind, no? In this natural mind, true state of mind, we have all the functioning much higher and much better than what we have in the limited version of the personal mind, but we don't have that identity, sense of self in it, no? Which is kind of not letting the whole of the soul be involved and one with what it is doing right now, where the totality happens, no? You see? So it is the individual self which feels afraid of totality. Because if the individual self can be total in what it is doing, it will not be there, it will not exist, it will not continue. However, this is a technique used by the soul for the souls to wake up to the truth of who they are beyond the individual self also. So that's why once you start living the true nature, truth of who you are, you, the soul, will feel so happy and excited in being total in everything that you do. Because this is the highest joy for the soul, to be total. And this is a very uh, scary thing for the person, for the individual self, no? Because that individual self is being maintained by the soul while it is doing. If the soul does only what it is doing, then it will forget to maintain the individual self, no? You see? But when the soul is identified with the individual self, thinking that I am this individual self, which actually soul is maintaining only from the back office, then soul will never be able to be total in what it is doing. No? So that's why totality is like a trick question for the person, and it is like a blessing for the soul. Like the person is just not able to understand that why I am not able to be total while it tries, because it is very attractive. Totality is very attractive for the person because person want to be total. Basically, it is the soul as a person want to be total. No? But soul cannot be total while remaining as a person. You see? That's why if soul can choose to be total, it will have to choose to be not a person that time, even for some time. No? Totality does not mean that we cannot be individual and we cannot function in the practical life. It simply means that we cannot hold our identity as a separate self from who we are, no? From the truth of who we are. You see? So do you feel that this is you are able to like connect to this what I'm saying?
Yes, very much. I feel that totality is also the way to self-realization, as you just share now, because it's helped me so much on the way of the self-realization.
Yes, it is actually. Totality basically is a big, like a beginning of, you can say the first phase or beginning of the totality is totality of doing, which leads us to totality of being. No, like totality of doing, but not totality of being, will not really survive for a long time. Either the totality of doing will break also, or totality of being will emerge also. No, one of the two. Like if we continue the totality of doing, the totality of being which is not present at the moment, like believing there is a belief of dividedness in the being, will be removed now. No, this is how self-realization happens like this. Like the self, the one soul realizes that I am one. Now this one soul can do multitask, as many tasks, as much multitasking as it wants, but it will not forget that I am the same one. When very busy, many tasks, still you are the same one. When not doing anything, just sitting, still you are the same self, no? Like this. You see? So it's good, no? Thank you.
Yes, it is very good. Thank you so much. And I feel it's also help to, I don't know how to explain this. It's like coming back from everything. Like you're not caught up in anything else than in yourself, because you're total and you understand that you want to be total in yourself.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, yes.
thank you.
Like we can think of being caught up as certain frozenness. Like the soul is has got frozen into certain feelings and certain thoughts and certain states of energies, no? While it was playing out from inside to outside. And now it is it is going to come, it want to come back, it want to rest now completely, like want to come to the ground zero, like the true state, natural state, but just not able to. Like, I'm just relaxing, I'm just not doing anything, I'm just sitting and not doing anything. But still I'm not coming completely to that ground zero, to that emptiness, to that nothingness, Like, because some frozenness has happened. Like, not the energy got frozen. No, energy and the soul. Like, it's not only what you were holding on to, the soul. Your hand also got frozen now. Hand of the consciousness, hand of the attention also got frozen now. No. So thank you, thank you. I think it's good. In different ways, whatever I have shared today, but we all discussed different things. They are only one thing only. They are not many things really. Please understand. It's just one soul came out of its oneness into this form of me, of you, and then it played, and then at some point it as if forgotten how to come back, how to relax, how to go home, like this. And that now it is just learning how to go home, or how to come back, how to relax, how to be in that true state. No? It's just like this. No? So the fundamental practices or the fundamental pointings, like these true clarity, true joy, true knowing, I share is mainly for covering everything of every state of every soul, no? Like this. All we have to do is that do something about it. That's all, and immediately it will be effective. No? But sometimes not only we are stuck in the energies, we are stuck in the decision level also. Like we are not certain whether I want to do something about it or not. However, we are unhappy. That's why we cannot just be the way we are. We cannot let the things be the way they are also. And that is a little bit of a time. Some time we take. And everybody takes that time sometime. No? So good, thank you. Uma, you can talk and then we end this meeting now.
Thank you so much for this so beautiful satsang. Continuously I am connected and living. I want to explore something with you. As you shared that uh, we remain here and then we go in the dreams or somewhere, and we notice that in the present sometimes we found that we are here, and sometimes we find that we are not here, we are in the mind or somewhere. So it is little different request to explore. I want to explore what is this which is not here and which goes away. It will be helpful if we can explore this.
When the soul who is always here, forgets that I am always here, that is the time when soul dreams. No? When soul dreams about itself, first of all, that I am something which moves, something which is sometime here and sometime somewhere else, like sometime here and sometime there. No? And that is the time it is soul dreaming within the soul that it goes somewhere and it comes back here. And this going somewhere and coming back will continue. It is within the dream also, and sometimes it is out of the dream also. When soul comes here, sometimes it is out of the dream also. Just for a moment, it touches the truth of the soul while we are here, which sometimes can end the dream completely or may not. The dreaming is not connected to the strength of the dream. It is connected to the desire of the dreamer, the soul. How much the soul has desire to dream and how much it wants to be free from it now. Hey, this is what it means that when the great realized souls say to us, just sit, don't do anything. Stop moving, don't move, don't do anything. What they are saying is, if you don't want to maintain this dream in which you are caught up, just simply don't do anything. It will just disappear. And the truth of who you are will be revealed within yourself, not within the dream. So who you think you are will not know who you are truly. Who you are truly will know without that one which you think you are right now. You see? So this is what happens. This is the sleep of the soul that is happening. And the soul is enjoying it. Then soul starts not enjoying it so much. Then soul starts suffering a little bit. Then soul starts suffering much more also. That's the time when soul says, I want to be free from it. Like this. But those souls who are still finding something joyful in it are not going to really follow that pointing which can take us out of it. This is the point. Like right now, every satsang which I share, a soul can get out of the dream completely. Immediately also, not that through a process. But do you want to get out of the dream? This is the question you should ask. This is where the true clarity will help a lot, and true joy. The touch of the joy basically is going to give you a second perspective than the perspective that we have in the dream. In the dream we taste joy also, by the way. And this true joy will be a very different quality of joy, different experience of joy, and we will feel that it's not comparable really. It's not like more joy. It's a different kind of joy which is different really. At first it will feel very unreal. When the soul is in the dream, it will feel very unreal. This true joy feels very untrue, very unreal. But somehow you cannot forget it. Once you taste this true joy, you can just not forget it. This is the problem. Like you have, something has happened which cannot be undone now. This is the power of true joy. True clarity is within the dream, that what exactly I am doing. The soul is thinking, what I am doing really? Why I am doing anything? Like becoming more conscious, but within the dream only. And that's a easier state to get out of the dream. where you can make a decision a little bit up to some degree. So it is not the dream is stopping the soul from waking up. It is the soul having attachment within the dream stopping itself from waking up. And that's why it is not able to follow the pointing. It is not able to do the practice necessary for waking up, for example. Satsang does not have many practices. Sometimes it has. But actually, the whole of the satsang itself is a practice for the soul to wake up. No? You see? That's why I say that even if you do a contemplative conversation, a question you are asking, but do something in satsang. Yeah. Like participate in satsang. Listen. Ask, something, like this. Many souls have reported, including some souls in our group also, that they did not even know that they can wake up, that there is a truth of who we are. Only when we started coming to satsang, we started sensing something, and we started opening up to it, like this. So this is also true, by the way. Like the soul really knows the taste of truth. And as soon as it is given that taste in satsang, it starts remembering that, hey, something is good about it. Like I remember something similar I had. No? Like it starts going back in that original memory of the self, of the soul, like this. Yeah. So thank you. That's all I could say. Please say anything if you want.
Yes, very clear. So it looks to me that I'm living in a house and outside is very much open ground, trees, everything, and yet I am inside and playing a video game uh, of outing in the between trees and everything. It feels like this. I'm just this interest of imagining, not avoiding the real.
Yeah, I have a question about it here because some people sometimes ask me certain question or we have certain discussion and that can help. This questioning can help. I have a question from you that this time when you are doing, let's say you the soul is playing video game in your house while there is a possibility of actually living the nature and everything. No? Are you enjoying or somebody has forced you to do it? Like, are you imprisoned, like you have to play the game, you cannot go out of this house? Is it like this? Or are you choosing not to go out of this house and choosing to play the game? This is my question. If you are choosing to play this game, you cannot complain that I am not able to go out, right? And if you are not enjoying this game, do I need to open the door for you to go out of this house? I don't need to know. You will be able to open it because you have closed it from inside. Doors are not open, closed from outside. No, they are not locked from outside. Our doors are closed from from inside our own heart, and we are not opening up from inside towards the reality. No, we are playing this video game of mind continuously. No? Do you see? So that's why I wonder that when somebody says, I am suffering, I want to be free. Free from what? Free from the video game? Or what? You see? I know it's a very genuine thing when somebody says that I'm not happy and I want freedom, but I also try to understand, how can I help you? No. That's why I say that if you can bring me to the problem that you have, I most probably can help you in this fundamental problem inside. But we are mostly not able to bring ourselves to the problem. No. What is the problem? Anybody can think. You see, so there must be some, in Hindi we say, kuch to ras raha hoga na, there has to be some interest in this video game. That's why we are playing it while we can see the rain is happening and the trees are dancing in the rain beautifully, and we feel like, wow, it's beautiful. I should go there. But no, let me play the game. No. So far, I found only one valid point, that is addiction. That we are addicted to playing this video game. But even addiction has a degree. When addiction becomes too much, then we are out of addiction also. You know, when we suffer too much from addiction, then we do everything to be free from addiction also, isn't it? So there has to be something we have to find out somewhere here now. What do you say?
Yes, very much clear sharing you did with us. And I also found that if we can be total in this also, like playing video game, if we can be total, then also we can come out. Or if we are already suffered enough, then we can just stop and just see clearly. So
Good that
so
you reminded. Yeah. Actually, totality, samagrata works everywhere, everything. Like it brings only the best out of us always, best out of this moment for us always. No. So if we can be total while playing this video game of person of the ego, dream of ego, no, we will see that whether we are really like there will be a yes or no. Right now there is a maybe. Like part of it I want, part of it I don't want. But combined together, do you want or not? That samagrata, totality can tell you, not a evaluation. Totality basically means totality of the one who is beneficiary, the ultimate beneficiary, not the one who is thinking about it or looking at it or talking, watching it or this and that. So ultimately, who is paying the cost of it or who is enjoying or suffering? Combined together, enjoying and suffering combined together. Do you want to continue or not? There will be a yes or a no. You know, it will be a very clear yes and clear no. So samagrata is also something that some souls are avoiding. Funny thing. Why you are avoiding samagrata, totality then? Do you see? This cannot be really habit. It is something else then. No? Then we are avoiding awakening. We are avoiding correction. We are avoiding change then. It means, no? And then it's okay. Like, I don't really advise anybody anything anyway, no? But that's your choice. Tools are there. Way is given. Method is told. Now, if you walk on it or don't practice it or not, it's up to you. No? It's like this. Spiritual teachers like me will point to the truth, will show you the path, but you will have to walk on it, turn towards it. No? Right? Yeah. Thank you.
thank you so much. Very beautiful exploration. So much clarity. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Good. So I think it's a good time. We can end this meeting now. It was very beautiful meeting with all of you here in the Zoom and online in the YouTube streaming. Thank you everyone for joining today.